Should the federal government of the US of A pay reparations to African Americans for past slavery here in this country? The reparations discussion is resurfacing again because a bill that was introduced in 2019 is being discussed once again. That bill is called H.R. 40. It's an act, this bill, aimed to create a commission to examine the merits of introducing reparations for slavery in the United States. And let's lay it out like this. Let's just say every African American in this country gets a check, $5,000. Every black person in this country gets a check for $5,000, and this would be considered a reparations check. Now, once we get that check, is everything good? Is everything cool? Has this satisfied our ancestors? I say no. I am not in favor of the federal government cutting a check for every African American in this country and putting the reparations label over it. If you look at it from a broader scale with reparations, it can go deeper and it can have more of an impact, truly impact the African American experience in this country. We'll see what this H.R. 40 bill does, but up to this point, it's a long ways away from being passed. As far as I'm concerned, use every last bit of that money and put it towards solving the systematic racism that involves housing, education, imprisonment, voting, and drugs that disproportionately affects African Americans and people of color in general. Use those reparation dollars for that instead of cutting a blank check. In a perfect world, the US government would pay black folks what they deserve. But how do you realistically determine that 300 years later, 400 years later? You can't. My solution would benefit black folks generationally. Let's fix the system. That to me is forward thinking. Subscribe, follow, share.
So you can run and tell that.